How's it going, guys? I'm Scott Kemp from LA Ironmen.
And I'm Dan Norcross with Die Precision.
Now, Dan, obviously the M2 has been a huge step forward in paintball marker technology. I've used one for a year now, and man, I love this gun. It feels great, it shoots great. There's tons of cool features that you can do inside the board. But tell me about the MOSair system. You know, what has Die done to improve all the great things that they already had?
I mean, you definitely hit the nail on the head. I feel like with the M2, we sort of gave the customer base everything that people had asked for from Die for a really long time. You know, people wanted a gun that had a 1-inch OLED board with a display screen on it. We put that in the grip. We integrated features that were very well known, Billy Wing bolt kits. We did something that's never been seen before with internal pressure sensors, where you can check your LPR and your HPR readouts in real time just by a flip of the joystick on the gun, including two rollback standards.
That's such a valuable tool too, because I've never had a gun where I was able to access that, and it was always hooking up an actual gauge to your low pressure, high pressure to make sure those are regulated right. And if you don't have those, which I never have a reg in my bag to check that, so you're going to your gun tech to do that. But when those are aligned properly, your gun is just shooting so much smoother, and it's just so crisp. And obviously those can change in weather temperature, O-rings getting old, whatnot. So being able to check that the night before I go play a match, whether it's practice, tournament, whatnot, I just know that my gun is going to shoot crisp and on point. So that's one of my favorite features that the M2 does have.
Consistent and reliable. And a feature that was already integrated in the M2 is obviously the rechargeable lithium-ion battery. Hooks up to any micro USB, car charger, wall charger, whatever it may be. But with the new MOSair, a feature that is at least the most obvious is the cable-free charging system. So this tech mat comes standard with any MOSair gun, and it's really simple. All you have to do is plug in this charging puck to the wall, set your M2 on the tech mat, and it's going to wirelessly charge. Makes it easy on people.
Like the cell phones do now with the mats. You just drop it on and charges. That's pretty cool.
Of course. And then also moving on with the MOSair board, you can wirelessly air sync to the Evoke box system that comes with the i5.
Right.
And with the Evoke, it's kind of like having a coach in your ear, right? You know, we talked about that before. It makes it easy. You can get real-time updates as far as what's going on with your gun, get the audio in your ear. I mean, how valuable is that to you?
Oh, huge, because we all know the top professional teams are great with communication. Now, you have one step forward in communication, it's just going to improve your game that much more. Now, also the on-off, you can just double tap the button to turn the gun on and off, rather than having to hold it down. That's also a feature that I love, because we're constantly running on and off the field, you know, when we're playing those X-ball style matches where time is so valuable. To just be able to power your gun on quick and turn it off quick, every little second counts. So, that's a great feature that I love.
It makes it easy, and then, you know, even if you're not playing tournament paintball, running in and out of the pit, you know, really in a hurry, there's other features with the new MOSair board that you're going to really appreciate too, like outlaw firing mode. I mean, we both played those scenario games where you're going at them 12 on 97, just having a riot out there, you know, just street ball, and you know, you don't have to abide by any firing mode. I mean, how many times have you been in something like that?
Oh yeah, all the time. I've played actually a bunch of scenario games this year, and they're super fun. You know, you get on you know, 100 on 100 or you know, 20 on 100, and you're playing these big scenario style games. It's a blast. So
so I mean, the ability to create your own firing mode, choose if it's a ramp or if it's a burst, choose when the firing mode kicks in, choose if it, you know, sustains a certain balls per second. It's totally customizable. It may not be tournament legal, but it's sure going to be a lot of fun.
It'll be a blast. Yeah, exactly.
It'll definitely give you an advantage out there.
Now you also have a shot counter, and it counts up or down based on what you want. And this is an awesome feature, because I personally would use it to count down if I know how much paint I'm going to carry at a tournament. A lot of events, I know, okay, this field layout for me, I'm carrying 6 pods as the front Dorito guy every time. So I can track that as all the paint in my loader and my pods, and it'll tell me, the voice recognition will relay in my ear how much paint I have, instead of having to tap my back and say, I got 3 pods left, I got 2 pods. So the Evoke will tell me, you're down to 200 paintballs, you're down to 50 paintballs, or whatnot, or you can count up. And this is valuable for the scenario players as well, you know, carrying a bunch of paint, playing a big 45-minute game. such a cool feature.
Absolutely. I mean, I think players from all walks of the game are going to get a lot out of the new M2 with MOSair. Another thing that was already integrated in the original M2, the Prism Interface with the 1-inch display, we kind of took it a step further with the MOSair. We integrated things such as multiple boot screens. Before, you were limited to just one boot screen, right? So you had to stick with one logo or one picture on the gun. Now you can have multiple. You're also able to customize the play screen any way that you like it. So if you want to do a white background or a black background, it's really just about options. And I mean, you shot guns from all different manufacturers. And I mean, how would you say that M2 stacks up as far as customization?
Oh, it's far to none, because there's so many features. I don't even use half the features, to be honest, but there's so many different things that you can use. But again, it's great because it's all walks of life of paintball players. Whether you're a top tournament player, a scenario player, or you're a newbie just getting into playing paintball, there's something in it for everybody. So that's what's great about the technology that Dye has really put forth to make sure that this is well-rounded and it has a little bit of something for everybody.
Information on anything that we talked about today, whether it be the M2 MOSair upgrade kits, i5s, Evoke boxes, visit dyepaintball.com or your local authorized Dye dealer.